This is Anne-Marie's steering gearbox, as it was when I found it. I've had it cleaned up and repainted, and now I'm going to scratch it. It's very stiff, but as you turn the shaft, so you can see the lever arm moves backwards and forwards, therefore moving the rudder. Because it's so stiff, we have to take it apart. Magically, these nuts are loose after 45 years. And they could be taken out. All the others were heavily corroded. A little bit of loosening up with a soft-headed hammer sees the large cover come off. And inside is a little bit of water for some reason and some old grease. This half moon here spins as the gearbox is moved and is stopped by a large moulding internally, which provides the limit to the turning of the rudder from one side to the other. Cleaning all the grease, we find that there are 6 bolts holding the cogs together, so we'll take those apart. And that allows us to take the cogs off the main shaft with a bit of help. It's in pretty good nick. On the other side, we need to take the cotter pin out, or the half moon. That comes off. A bit rusty. We'll store that aside and clean it up. Then we can knock out the weight on the other side, and out that comes, revealing the other inside of the cog. This needs cleaning up, especially that top gear, which is where the stiffness occurs. In order to loosen it up, I've spent a lot of time with WD-40, squirting it and then adding oil and more oil, trying to clean this and eventually loosening it to the point where it is satisfactory. It was really stiff beforehand and not moving at all. We then grease it up, having cleaned it, and start to put it back together again. This is white waterproof grease. It simply slots into place and is prevented from moving side to side by that lump of casting, which is the steering stop. We then do a bit more greasing and put the other cog on and refix the bolts. There we have it. We'll then take the cover, do a bit more cleaning of that particular gear, And you'll see that there's still a lot of dirt coming out of it, even after substantial cleaning. It took a lot, I think 2 tubs of WD-40 to clean this lot up. Then more grease. And there are the parts greased up and finally put back together in place.